Hi guys, this is King Gabriel taking in the last of the sunshine this evening, coming at you with another impromptu video. And today's topic is IQ and how it applies to all that we've been talking about recently. And I'd just like to start by saying that the last time we spoke about desire and how desire drops down from purpose and purpose from intention. So when we think about purpose and we see desire being fulfilled, and it's a derivative of purpose, what we can clearly see is that in infancy, in the embryonic stage, the first thing to go into motion or to start working, the first official organ that starts working as an embryo is the heart. The heart starts working before the brain does. Okay, and it's present before the brain does. A heartbeat just comes out of apparently nowhere. Right, and it's really interesting to look at that, because why would a heart start before the organ that we think allows us to navigate the world or to make perception clear or to figure out what we're doing here and to, keep ourselves alive or whatever that is? The truth about it is that the brain is secondary, right? The real brain, if you look at it, we kind of have two brains, and if you go to Chinese philosophy, you'll see that as well. But the lower dantian and the area down in the center of the torso here is actually a battery and also looked at as a brain. So we kind of have two brains, right? The one up in the head that Western science recognizes as a brain, and the one down in the torso that is recognized in other traditions as a brain as well. And that brain is the brain that has a larger field. If you look at heart math and all those things, you'll see that the heart field is 50 times larger than the field of the brain, and maybe even larger than that, but at least 50 times, right? And what that says is that the heart, in a sense, does affect our experience dramatically. It's more important initially than the brain, right? And what happens is the same drop down that we are talking about from purpose into the actual desire and all of these things is the direct flow from that level of intention into the heart, which creates the purpose with that magnetic pulse that we were discussing. So the heart field is responsible for pulling things together, handling things. The heart is usually where most of the people that have evolved in science at this point see the subconscious mind as residing. Listen to your heart and all of these things are only because they see that the heart has some wisdom that may not be translated into words, but is a clear and distinct feeling and communicates to us continuously. Now, that heart field then drops down further into an actual desire where you feel to act and you feel to take action on certain things. And that is, again, the heart field at work. So again, to go back to the question that I received earlier from someone in a previous video, the IQ itself is only a measure of the competency of the ego, right? The ego functions to keep the individual safe and happy. And so the competency of the ego to do that with the information it is given is what we measure as IQ. However, some people with very much average IQs are able to tap into that divine consciousness and still transcend things that other people here with extremely high IQs are totally unable to do. Like a person who's able to be sociable and amiable and work with people to get results, right, is far better off than a person who thinks he or she is so brilliant that he should stand away or take distance because he's better than others. And that would be not using your intelligence well, right? So we do have to figure out how to really get into that state where we recognize our true power, which is in unity. And I just wanted to speak about the IQ because that is something that people do rate very highly and revere people for. But truly, IQ is only as good as the ability of the individual to tap into divine consciousness, because every new idea that comes into the experience comes from divine consciousness. It doesn't come from the individual. The individual is only able to see the magnetic level, and on that magnetic level, all that is seen is what has already been in the mind or had been in the past, or some idea that has been picked up within this realm. It can only do the horizontal dance. Any new idea that pops in to use the information correctly or to work with others is actually a divine idea, and that pops from, again, from up here. right? So all new information that we receive, new ideas, inspired ideas, things to move forward on, are always going to be from divine consciousness. They can never be from the magnetic level, because it only replays what is there already. That is another reason why we go through cycles, by the way. But just to make it real clear, all new ideas come from the divine, tapping into divine consciousness through meditation, through moments of contemplation, through talking to others in a way of receptivity and recognizing the divinity within them, allow us to move forward and truly move forward. And that is the only way forward, by the way. So, it is such a pleasure to be here with you again. Have a wonderful evening. Eternal love and infinite peace.